Welcome back to Guardians Reborn. Today we will look at a fun little first turn Guardian kill that is possible. So we have our opponent and they have a shield out. We have not built our shield because I wanted to show you what's all going to be under here. Now, not all of this is required. The biggest things we're going to look at here is Cactus McFingers. His command ability is if McFingers is alive after combat, and you won control of the space, you may play a terrain card under this shield immediately, removing any terrain card that your opponent may have had here first. So basically what that means is instead of waiting for the terrain settlement phase, as soon as you win that space, you take that terrain. The next thing we want to look at is, of course, Idiot. 0 vitality, just out there to pull in see what your opponent has. And since we're going to be flying this shield, he needs an amulet of flying to allow him to fly. Cactus McFingers does not fly, so we got him an amulet as well. The biggest fun thing about this strategy is the Guardian Killer of Greater Energy Elemental. It's a 12 vitality, and it can accept unlimited channeling, but only from the Guardian. So what that means is normally you can only channel once per creature. So you'd only be able to channel your CMP worth of 9 to him, which would make him a 21. But since he can allow unlimited channeling, you can just keep burning power stones until you feel like you've killed the opponent enough. The other thing that we're going to be using is Arcane Infusion. And it says discard a creature beneath one of your turned shields, not on an empty space, disputed land space. Unturn the shield. So, as we know, with flying a shield, you do not have to stop at the first empty space that you come to. You can get your full 2 movement. That's going to be important because we need to get over to our opponent's side of the board in order for us to be able to, basically, we're going to fly our shield out there, attack our opponent, destroy their shield, and then take another turn. Because as long as your shield is unturned, you are allowed to move it again. There's nothing that says that, I've already moved this shield, so I can't do it again. If you find a way to unturn a shield, it absolutely can get another movement. So, Floyd the Flying Pigs are flying creatures. They're here for discard fodder for the Arcane Infusion, sorry. And it's also there to just kind of bolster your numbers to make sure that you have control of the space. So let's go ahead and let's assemble the shield. The other important thing about this strategy is your opponent has to go first because you need to be able to use Cactus McFingers and his command ability. Now, these Amulet of Flying, it says C in the top corner, which means they are considered creatures. They do go under your shield. They do not have a vitality. But they are there to basically show that this creature has whatever ability. Now, also, the other thing to remember is when flying a shield, you must reveal the entire contents of that shield. It must be turned face up. But your opponent doesn't know that you are going to be flying a shield. So we need your opponent to be going first in this scenario. So we will have them turn their shield, and they can move 1 space. Now you also want to make sure that you can get to them in 2 spaces, so make sure you build this shield across from your opponent. So the first thing we do is we're going to come here, and we're going to make everything visible for our opponent so that they can see everything has flying. And yes, I know I just made this face down, but it is what it is, right? Okay. No, Floyd. So they move first, and we will move our shield over to them, which will cause a combat, which is what we want. We will play Cactus McFingers as our command card, which is what we need to do, so that we can place our terrain card for free immediately. Next, what we want to do is kind of psych out our opponent and play the idiot first. Well, this shield, I only put one creature under it just for this example, and it's a Polar Ice Ogre. Well, he obviously beats the idiot, which is fine. We can just come in with our Greater Energy Elemental as a secondary attacker. Now, the nice thing about secondary attackers is they don't take any damage at all. That's what's nice about idiots. They will take the entire brunt of whatever your opponent throws at you, and you can sit here and beat it down. So this is 12, 14, 16. So you have 18 here that basically show up as secondary attackers to kill this poor Polar Ice Ogre. So you get a trophy shield. This goes to their discard. I'll just put it in mine for the sake of this example. The idiot goes to my discard, as does his Amulet of Flying. Now, his Cactus McFingers command ability says we can play a terrain card immediately. Okay, so we did that. Now, we play Arcane Infusion to discard a creature. Oh, we need to turn that shield. So we will go ahead and discard Floyd the Flying Pig. Now we have this shield in an unturned state thanks to Arcane Infusion. And we can go straight here into our opponent's stronghold. It will rubble that space, which the preview doesn't show, but we rubbled the space, and we can immediately attack the Guardian. Well, we can bring out we'll go ahead and we'll chump with a Floyd the Flying Pig. That's fine. Secondary attacker comes in of Greater Energy Elemental. He's got 12, and this did 2, so we got 14. And we can go ahead and burn. How many do we need here? We have Vitality 29. So 12 plus 9 is 21, plus another is 30. That makes 32, and the Guardian is dead. Turn 1, Guardian kill. Thanks to Cactus McFingers, Greater Energy Elemental, Arcane Infusion, and an idiot. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you learned something new. See you next time.